Yeah, preach can make it. Oh, see that was fear. What's up with you, gentlemen? Gentlemen, good morning. Can we talk with you about the bridge? How you feel about it? What you want to be done? You guys live here. What's your name? Alfred. What's your name too?
Frederick.
Now, tell me, how do you guys feel walking on the bridge? I walked there just a few minutes ago. The fear that I had, I'm sure you share a similar view. The sticks are depreciating, they're rotting, they are wet right now. How do you guys feel? Alfred?
Yeah. For me, I feel very bad about such a bridge like this, but based on the condition, you have to consider it. But I'm not happy of me walking on such a bridge. I'm a resident of Frederick Island.
Frederick Island. So what do you want to be done? What do you want to do with the project? The rain coming?
I want to follow the project so the bridge can be built because the rainy season is closer.
Okay. And you?
I feel the same. Personally, we can see our bridge damaged and we need it to be well completed. You see that? Now we don't feel happy to walk on such a road, and we just have to manage it because of the time and the present area of 4 hours. And we needed to be constructed.
So how do the pregnant women, the one with kids on their back, how do they manage? I see them coming there. How do they manage?
Manage because they just have to manage.
You know the girl saying I say once you go to monkey time, you gotta add monkey. Yeah, because you don't go around joining a full legs or full in hand and you decide to walk. So when you live in there, then you have to consider yourself based on the condition. They are not happy to pass there. Every time, once you sit down, people in front of the water, their children, big brother, there's a baby mother, and also women, and they will go and rescue them. Yeah, we can go and rescue them from the water. It's not that they are happy, but that's the condition they find themselves in.
Okay, let's get a camera out on the kid there taking the lead. He's coming. The kid is coming as a girl. You see? And another person has a baby on her back. She's brave. Really. She's brave. And,
she just has to be brave because that's the condition for herself.
All right, and so this is Real TV. We're out here today, Frederick Island, the 12th Street side of the bridge is where we are. We have the Frederick Island on that side. We have the Fiaman, that's the Matadi end of the bridge. So if the connectivity is completed, now the people from both sides can move smoothly and cross. The worry here is if this remains like this, we came here to do this piece of job and the rain prevented us from starting on time. So the rain has enabled us to see the danger, the threat. Someone can slip off. And let's see the elderly man who's coming. We'll talk with him and find out his own views about this bridge. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, give us your own. First of all, what's your name?
I'm Francis Gardner.
Okay, tell us, how do you feel walking on this bridge, especially this portion that is not completed?
I feel too good.
The small children all walking there?
Yeah, it's bad. You don't feel good. You're not feeling good. Even walking yourself, you fall in the water. When you're walking yourself, you almost fall in the water. Yeah, you don't feel good. So we have to do something about this thing and leave before the year can end. So, it's embarrassing. Because there were parents that could work. So my parents on that side, okay, your mom taking on, if your mom on different thing, mistake, anything can happen. Your mistake slip in there. Easy.
Have people slipped in the water before?
Yeah, but men fell in the water before. The guy fell in the water before. Somebody last year, almost anybody last year, he fell in the water. Yeah, he got drowned.
Drowned?
Yeah.
So nobody to rescue him?
Rescue him. In the morning hour, when people came, they saw the ball boiling, under
The bridge.
The bridge. See?
Okay. All right, let's see the kids coming. Oh, this girl has a baby on her back. Imagine. And they're kind of used to it, so it's fun crossing over. Morning. They're used to it. All right. What can they do? This is what they have to cross over. All right, Phoebe, let's conclude. We're into the rainy season already, and we have climate change. Liberia is no exception. The rest of the world is experiencing climate change. Could you get to the authorities and say you want to complete this portion before the rain comes?
As I said, we are not going to consider that option because we were made to understand that the funding and the funds are available.
Available, okay.
So if the fund is available, there is no need to go look for money elsewhere to come and do this project. But we just have to keep hyping it and giving the alarm so that they can come and complete the bridge since the fund is already available. So that's the only thing we can do from our end. Continuously engage them. And let's see this project being done so that people can have better and free passage, and we should reduce the risks of accident on the bridge. So that's the option that we want to look at. We're not going to look at raising money because we got other activities that we can raise money for and that we are working on them. So we'll focus on those other ones. But for this particular project, we're just going to keep hyping it to get them to come and do it and make sure that it's completed as soon as possible.
Okay. All right, Real TV and the cameraman went out here with me, and he's standing with some level of fear because if he's not careful, he goes back, he'll go in the water, he and the camera, so he has to be very careful. From this terrible end of this bridge, we say thanks for watching Real TV. Hope to be back with another program from another community very soon. You are brave, well, I tell he. Huh? But I cannot hear running like that. Follow me. Just to take it. Go over there, we'll do the story behind. When it started following. Who, me?
Oh.
That's why I eat it. People can eat hot.
Up to now, he hasn't finished because he don't think that.
Yeah, that's why you never start on this side.
Taking a big picture, yeah, that's cool.
Alright.
Maybe you can take this side here, right?
Take this side, how you started.
Got it.
And she came in, you know.
When I want to add something you want, take it much recording.
you give me?
Okay, a team of reporters we're here with Mr. Fubi Henrys, a resident of District Number 9. Mr. Henrys, why are you here on the Frederick Island community?
We just came to do a review of the process since we started this bridge. We launched this project on Fast and Prayer Day last 2005 April, and in May we completed the first phase, as you can see, and the project came to a standstill because government, through our lawmaker, said she has the funding now to complete the project, and it should have been done within 6 months. We have gone 10 months since May, and we still have this side in a worse condition, though we saw that after we raised the alarm last November, they came and started and they are reported again for additional month. So we just want to make sure that we blow the fire on the coal part, because I think the food is taking too long to done and people are hungry, and we cannot keep having such a bridge. I think you saw people moving on the bridge with babies, people moving with their load to go to churches, to go to market. People are just commuting on this makeshift plane. So I think we now have to be very serious about the things that we do, and when we give our word to a project, we must stick to it. So we find to say that let us get these things done as soon as possible, because we cannot keep waiting forever. And
so what do you think this project has been halted? Is the representative saying that there's no funding to continue the project?
Oh, I cannot say that. I didn't consult her on that, but we just want to engage her from the aspect of which she knows best to respond, and we will not knock on her doors to tell her, say, look, what's the status, but we will keep highlighting it. We will come and show real raw footage of the issues, and we're going to take our advocacy from there.
So how is this affecting the people of District Number 9?
Like you just saw, I think right now, even by just looking on the island, you're seeing people moving, babies, underage children, people shooting their babies, people moving here with their markets on their heads. And you saw the condition from which we walk from that other point to this side. It's not something that we should be talking right now, because this was a project that we kicked off on Fast and Prayer Day 2015, and by now, if we have continued, we will be talking about, because our projection was to hit the island by December, so that at least the people can have better passage. But for now, as we still stand, we have just entered February 2016, and we're still working on the same thing, and we're promised 6 months to have a completed bridge, and 10 months gone.
Do you think the lawmaker is going to listen to your request, or like you compelling her to complete the project?
No, for listening part, she will listen, because she does not have an option, because we're going to keep highlighting it, and she said that the funding is there. So once the funding is there, we need the project to be done.
So how far is this budget? How much was allocated from governments and given to the lawmaker? And
no,
how is the budget now concerning
no, for that I cannot tell you, because she did not make a full report on the cost of the project, but she just said there was some 68,000 allotted for the bridge, and from the first projection that we did with the guys, this should have cost something like 40,000. So we said let's break it up into 5 phases. So that was how we did the first estimate of 8,000, and we completed the first phase, and we expected to start and complete towards the island, but we were too hot, and government had the funding, and if government had the funding, I think government should be able to do the project.
Some bridges take about 5 years to be completed. Do you think going now 10 months is too?
Her word that 6 months for the completion of the project, and we took it from April up to, our estimate was for 8 months or so, from April to December, and she said she was going to complete it within 6 months. So it was almost the same, within the same range. So if our projection was right, then I think by now we are serious-minded people to complete this project.
Representative Muna Pelon Youngblood has continued to talk about this. Are you not afraid of a lawsuit?
She warned me. I didn't hear her warning me personally.
The last time she threatened you with a lawsuit.
Probably it was a gossip, but she didn't officially inform me to stay clear. So, but I don't want to dwell on that. But my point is, we just need a completed bridge for our people to have better passage. We cannot keep working on this thing. Children, look at the sizes of kids that are walking from that point if things get worse and we stay moving on this land. So we should be serious about the things.
So how soon do you want the recommencement of this project? How soon do you want her to kick off?
Soon is like yesterday. So we're not talking about we giving her 10 months or something. We're looking at like yesterday. We are expected to come here and even see guys working today. But I learned that for the past 1 month, this whole project has been stalled, and we can be taking people's lives for a joke.
You earlier on criticized the first side that she did on the other Matadi
No, we'll
side.
go there. So I don't want to.
And do you see the durability of what she's about to do? Do you think it's going to be concrete?
From what we are seeing currently, I think they have some issues, but let's wait for it to be completed. But we'll get to the other side and we'll make our comments when we get there.
Oh, this part that you started and went further to complete the other part. Is it because you were the one who started this out, so she wants to do nothing with it, or what do you think is the cause?
No, I think she doesn't have a choice on whether she will touch this or not, because we already pushed her to the ground to push the fire on her feet, and she started to choose. She brought some team and they started doing some work already, but for the past month it's been stalled. So we want to tell them that look, we don't have time. Liberia is a rainy country. By the time we hit March, we'll be talking about rainy season dressing closer. And once you jump into the rain, you start having difficulty of working in the rain. So we want to make sure that before the rainy season, this project should be completed.
Can you say you compelled the lawmaker to start this project, or that was the time set for the project to begin?
The project, the island was promised since 2013, and probably we have this attitude of undue delay, and we're dragging our feet and waiting for the last minute. So I told the guys at the island, I said, look, we cannot keep waiting for things that will not come to us. So we must take matters into our hands. So taking matters into our hands, like, let's get on the bridge. Let's see what the community can do. Let's see what the community can raise. That's how we started the process of them, everybody raising $10 per head once we age 18. Then we were also able to generate some extra material costs for the first phase, and the community members themselves did the work. We didn't bring any expert from outside the community. It was just the island dweller that did this work, and you're seeing how strong and durable it is, and how smooth, unlike what we will see on the other side when we get there. But my point is, this is what we call real advocacy, not just empty talk. We're not just going to get on the radio or TV and make comments, but we're going to put our talks into action. So we're talking about more action-oriented criticism than just mere talking.
So, Mr. Fubi, if this work isn't done in the next 2 months that you're talking about, what are you thinking on doing next?
Now, right now, we started blowing the fire, so we'll keep blowing the fire, and it's just a matter of how hard or how many breeze you put on it. So we want to make sure that this fire will go to I don't know how many degrees, but we want to blow it to the extent that she has to come and complete this project. We need this project done before the rainy season.
Finally, what are the community dwellers Frederick Island saying as it relates to the delay of this bridge?
So they themselves are sure they are frustrated. I think we talked with the chairman yesterday. We also met a few others up there, and it's not something that they are happy about. This is something that by now they expect to be even running on this paved bridge and not stay trying to catch your step as you walk. And you saw while walking here myself, I felt very scared, and I think people that also work here every day they face the same issue, but just that they don't have a choice, so they have to use it as a means of transportation. So we are now saying, let's get it done. Let's be serious about the things we say, and we shouldn't joke with the lives of people. When we have allotted funds to do a project, let us put it into the project and let us get it done. The issue that matters is the people having better facility and not the fences, pitches that we make.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I want to
Catch it quick.
get near.
They won't play that solid ball.
same state, yeah, just put them on every guy.
They put a face in our bridge, but we are still there. Yeah, but who you paying for? Bridge, but you don't pay the bridge.
They play with
Hey, you are just talking something here now. Continue. Go back some more.
Yeah. What a guy, my man. Can't smoke, my brother. My brother can. Yeah, what I was saying, I said they put our face in the bridge. They need to hurry up because like the other guy just passing through, his foot got stuck, and then it could break. So at least that is speed up the process. They will not wait for everything to finish now, elections and other stuff before they cancel, they rushing to do our stuff. So that's it.
The guy who just fell from the bridge.
Yeah, that was just something that we just said. Within less than 3 minutes, we just saw a casualty, somebody falling through one of the planks, and at least the worst did not happen with a broken leg. But just imagine how many of these things you will see on a daily basis. Just look at what we're standing on right now. Is this a condition that we should talk about? A modern Liberia that people should be working on. So we just need a heart. We don't need talks. Heart and action. Let's get to work and let's get the things done.
So that justifies that the lawmakers should carry on a speedy completion of this project.
I expected this bridge, but now coming here should not be about this kind of talk. We shouldn't even be talking about condition of how to fix the bridge. We should be talking about we have dedicated the bridge, and we should be proud at least to be now saying that we have a paved bridge from one end to the other. Those are things we should have been talking about now, and I didn't expect for us to be standing here to say talking about completion.
Mr. Fube, like other people will say that there are more important things that the representative has to attend to. Don't you think that some of the things she attended to that's so much important than the completion of this bridge in the time that you're talking about?
You have priorities, and I don't think there's anything more important than completing a project that is long overdue, and a commitment was made since 2013. Now we're in 2016. 3 years. We need to live to our commitment. We don't just open our mouths and talk things. We don't just go to district sittings and make comments. But when we say something, we should mean them. And especially when you say there's already an allotment in the budget for such project. What's stalling it? What's stopping that allotment to be used for the intended purpose and on a timely basis? So timeliness is something that is also a priority when we're talking about things. So we don't just look at, do we want the bridge? When we get the bridge matters, and not at your own pace, because your pace might not suffice or help the people at the time. Because you saw that if we have completed the bridge long time, sometime in October, a guy fell on the bridge. He had epilepsy, but because he fell on a piece of plank, he was able to twat over and fell into the water, and he drowned and he died. Just now you saw somebody walking and their leg went between two planks, and also at least the worst did not happen. And there are so many of those instances. Somebody dropped their whole computer bag and laptop and other stuff. So we have so many of these things that keep happening. So timeliness is an essence, and let's see how we can make sure that we give people what they deserve. We don't just talking.
So, but Mr. Fube, people will say that the people of Frederick Island are not complaining because it's a struggle.
We're going to take a few interviews. From the several interviews we had on this bridge, it shows that people are tired, people are dissatisfied, but they just need somebody to keep pushing and keep knocking on the doors to make sure that these things are done. And I'm in the gap right now for that, and I'll make sure that we have these things done because we started it together with the community people. So we must make sure that she completes the project.
But you have been put into a hold on working on this bridge project. So do you think that if the chance is given to you, you can be able to make the promise that you made to the people to complete it in the time?
Right now, I don't want to consider that option. Why I don't want to consider that option? Because from the initial statement, the government has the funding and it's a government project, and government now is ready to do the project. So if government has the funding and government has the money for it, let government complete it, because that's her word, and we're going to hold her by those words. If she had come initially and say, okay, Mr. Henry, you started a good work, how can we partner together to see that it worked? The issue is the people should have better facility. We shouldn't be fighting for self-glory. So I'm not fighting for glory. That's why I'm not even pushing about whether I can knock those to get funding to come and complete the project, but I'm not going to knock those for it now, because that is not part of my agenda for this year. But we're going to just make sure that whatsoever funding that is allotted, that is there, that was secured according to her, must be used for the completion of this project.
Thank you.
Let me take a shot.